Championship Series tonight from Motown, where the Tigers lead the Yankees 2-0 in that best-of-7 set. Right now, we are joined by Tigers reliever Phil Coe by Cisco Ballpark Cam. Phil, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm good, guys. How you guys doing?
My first question was going to be, are all left-handed relievers quirky? But you pretty much settled that with that answer.
What is with the word quirky, man? I mean, why do you got to say quirky? You can't think of something cooler?
Well, what would you go with?
Something cooler?
Like?
I don't know.
Studley.
You're the professional.
Yeah.
You're the professional.
Now, listen, you're the pro, because in Game 2, you ended up getting the save, 2 scoreless innings up in your old stomping grounds of the Bronx. Is that the best feeling you've had in the game since winning the World Series with New York in 09?
Probably a little better, actually.
Woo!
It was a little better.
Why?
Because it was more fun.
Rose, let me just tell you that. Let me translate that. Played for the Yankees,
Good.
and now got a chance to go out there for 2 innings, and bam! That's what that means, Rosie. You got that?
Wait a second, Kevin. You're talking about it from being a former Red Sox, so that's a little different. So
Good point.
I mean, you're speaking of it as a deep-seated hatred for the team. I'm talking about it as a disgruntled former employee.
That's a great point. I do want to ask this employee, Mr. Phil Coe, I want you to look in your video right here, because you sprint in from the bullpen, and I love this, but I do want to know, what is your heart rate from start, and then by the time you get there to the mound?
Ooh, I have never stopped to find out, so I couldn't tell you. But by the time I get there, I'm actually pretty calm.
So you're pretty calm by the time you get there. Now, do you act like somebody's chasing you, or you got heavy metal music in your brain, or what? When do you start that?
Well, when we're here, I have Nickelback "Burn It to the Ground" playing, and the way that starts out is just legit. Go ahead, Kunkel, throw it. I got my one of our bullpen catchers threatening me with chucking a rosin bag at me. So yeah.
Tell him to bring it.
I did, and he turned around and put it back in the bag like, no, it's okay. He'll get me later.
Well, you also, hey, so listen, you also were now a high school wrestler guyer now. Did you sprint into the gym?
Only when somebody bigger than me was chasing me.
Good point. All right, well, you know what? If you were a wrestler today, I've got a great nickname for you. It's twofold.
Okay.
It's the fireman. Obviously, because you come in as a reliever to put out the fires, but also because at Comerica Park, we've seen you before taking the hose to the fans. These guys must love it out there when you do this.
Yeah, but they won't let me use the fire hose. You can actually see it down in the corner there. As the camera pans towards the bottom of the wall, you can actually see there's another hose, which is like 1.5 inches, 2 inches in diameter. And they told me that they don't want me to use it because they're afraid I'll break it. So, which would have been a whole lot more fun if I got to play with the fire hose, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, we always hear about the toughest place to pitch on the road, but I want to know, like, some of the nicest fans that are in the bullpen on the road. Favorite place?
Nicest bullpen fans.
Yeah.
You know, actually, the Red Sox fans, once you actually start chatting back at them, actually are pretty nice. There's a number of places that come to mind off the top of my head. Boston being one of them, Seattle being 2,
Yep.
and Oakland, except for in the ALDS just recently. Since I'm from there, I'm from like 3 hours from there, so when they find out I'm a local boy, they kind of rather talk to me than talk crap to me. So
There you go.
Yeah, makes sense. Hey, listen, I want to take you back to your Major League debut in September of 2008 when you were just a pup with the New York Yankees. Yeah, and look at this. Look who you're facing. It's Miguel Cabrera. Do you ever reminisce?
Who's that 12-year-old wearing number 48?
Right, no.
That's a Baseball America prospect.
Whoa.
That's a great look. That's a great smirk. Do you ever remind Miggy about what happened in that AB?
Well, actually, he had asked me last year about if I had ever faced him, and I said, yes, you have. And he said, what'd I do, home run? I'm like, no. And he's like, oh, doble, for for sure, doble, no problem, doble. I was like, no. And he's like, oh, you walk me, you wuss, you walk me, you sissy. I was like, no. And he's like, hey, what'd you do to me? I was like, I struck you out on the 3-2 breaking ball. And he goes, I don't remember horse crap pictures. It was pretty funny. I mean, he's an awesome guy. He's a fun guy to watch play. He's an amazing teammate, and he's always laughing, always bantering with people on the field. So it's always fun to watch it.
He is awesome. Now, Phil, you ready for some rapid fire? I'm going to ask you about 5 questions. Tell me the first answer that comes to your head.
Hold on. Okay, go ahead.
He's ready. Now, who would you rather face, Mickey or Babe Ruth?
Yes.
Final answer is yes. Great. Funniest person on the Tigers?
Miguel Cabrera.
If you weren't playing baseball, what would you be doing?
Either leaning on a shovel, working for Caltrans out in California, or working on the fire lines with my best friend who puts out wildfires for the hotshot crews in Groveland, California.
Wow, nice piece. If Jim Leland asked you to swim across Detroit River naked, would you do it?
Depends on what he's going to give me.
That's a valid point. Best hitting pitcher on the Detroit Tiger staff, since you know what? If you guys get to the World Series, someone's got to swing a stick.
I'm going to tell you right now, just based on his average, Ricky Porcello. But I can say that having seen the batting practice that Mr. Verlander puts on, he can handle the wood, even though his average against isn't very good. But that's okay. It's okay. He's going to get it.
So he's the BP hitter guy, but Porcello will be the average guy.
Probably. Yeah, I would say that.
Nice. You're done with rapid fire.
I got to take batting practice too, and I hit 4 bombs here. So.
Well, that's not bad. Okay, so that being said, then I'll ask you, who's the best bullpen hitter?
Ooh, we don't get to take batting practice, so I can't truthfully answer that question.
I'll say you. I'll just say you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And we want to thank you, Phil Coke, for taking a little time. Best of luck in the rest of the ALCS, and perhaps we will see you at the 2012 World Series. Thanks.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
All right, brother. Good luck.